Welcome to Ephemera Files by Tommy, and I am continuing to work on my Foxglove Forest journal that I am making as a part of the design team for Nanine at Collage Type and Tania at Tatty Treasure, and I will have all of their information linked below, along with the information for all of the other creators that are taking part in this particular project. That's hard to say. So you've already seen the cover. If you haven't, go back and watch it. There are two videos. There's a short one just showing the cover and what I did, and another one that showed the making of the cover. On the inside, I have gone ahead and taken some more of this crypt cloth that I got at Dollar Tree. Actually, a couple of years ago. A little goes a long way, and I didn't realize that. I bought like 3 or 4 bags of it, and I still have like 3.5 bags of it, and I've used it. Let's see. I went ahead and I am still trying to figure out this whole, how I'm doing this spine here. I have an idea in my head, maybe it'll work. But I bunched up some of it down here, and then I spread more across here so that it would kind of come out and be a part of whatever's going on out here. And then I took a piece of felt that was the same size as the spine curve. I took that into account, the curve, and I glued that in with my Fabrifix, and it's all dry. And so now I am going to work on the pocket that I want to do for the front inside cover. So I'm going to scoot this over so that it's more in the center of the frame. I actually dry fit everything and made myself a little sketch so I wouldn't forget. I do that frequently, forget what I have laid out to do. And the things that I'm going to be using are a color catcher sheet, and I don't know if you have ever seen these. If you've been watching my videos, you have, but if you're new, you probably haven't seen these. These are a sheet that you put into your washer with your load, and it catches any colors that might run. And I decided to wash some rugs, and so I thought, you know what, I bet some of those colors are probably going to run. And I threw 4 of them in, and it still had all this deep dark color. I probably could have thrown the whole box in there. Anyway, I just grabbed one of those, and I'm going to use this as a part of the cover. I have this from the digitals. I think that this is pretty. It's just it's a plate, a botanical plate of the Foxglove, and it's got the leaf skeleton back here. It's got the inside parts of it, the reproductive parts of it right there. I think that that's just so pretty, and the colors go really well with that, or this goes really well with that, I should say. I have a glassine bag, and I have another of the frames, not from the kit, but from the pack that I got. And I have 2 of the butterflies and a label from the kit. And I have, like I showed you, already laid out what I would like to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is I need to make this smaller, and I don't think I want to tear it. I think I want to cut it. I already marked by folding where I wanted to cut it. And I'll keep that because it goes so well with this that I know I'm going to use it elsewhere. Not like I would have thrown it away anyway. And then I can't remember, which way did I have this? I think I had it this way up because I think I remember that blue being there. And this is going to be the background, and it's going to go behind the crypt cloth, but I want to do something else as well. And that's where the glassine bag comes in. I am going to make a little secret hidden pocket with the glassine bag. You're only going to see this much of it because the rest of it is going to be up behind the color catcher. This is not going to be fastened down, so that when you open it, you'll be able to pull out another journaling card that's up in there. So I am going to fold this. I've already kind of figured out where I want that to fold. I am going to put a card or something inside of it in the front. I do not have that part picked out yet. And right now I'm just dry fitting all this for you. This is going to go right up under there, just like that. This is centered. The next thing to go on will be this, and I'm wanting to catch this crypt cloth in between just slightly, because this is going to be a pocket as well. But it's going to be a pocket right here on the front. This color catcher cloth will be glued all the way down. And then, in order to keep the bag opening closed, that sounded weird, I'm going to use this frame as a tuck. I'm going to frame those foxgloves right there. I'm going to leave this part unglued. That way this can just be pulled out from under there. And I think I need to go up a little further. It's hard to do when it's not glued. I need to make sure that I go up far enough. If I go too far, then I won't be able to get that out from under the frame very well. So that's going to go right about there. The large butterfly, I am going to glue on the bag like this. I'm not going to glue that wing. That's going to be floating free because of the card that's going to be in there. Let's see. I'm going to have this label up here. It's going to hang all the way off, all the way over onto the crypt cloth, and then butterfly on there. Now I'm going to get started because I'm going to do something to each of these things as well. Some of these things. Okay, like I said, this is the first layer. And what I am going to do is, because I want this very close to that edge, like that, I'm going to go ahead and glue the back of the glassine bag here to the back of the color catcher. And since this is going to be on the back of the color catcher, you won't see it, so I am not worried about the glue showing through the glassine bag. It'll just be hidden behind everything else, and I will have no worries about that. I do need to make sure that I glue it onto it completely because I don't want anything coming loose. All right, so the next step is going to be to glue the color catcher itself to the page or to the cover. And for that, I am going to come inside because I don't know for sure. I can't remember if the color catcher leaks or not. So I want to make sure that I don't put it anywhere that this won't cover, just in case it shows through the just in case the glue shows through the color catcher. So I'm going to make sure and stay inside. I almost went too far there. Flip this over and center this on the page, on the cover. Now I just want to show you I have just a spare piece of paper. When this flips down, I have room for a tag or a journaling card to go up in there. Just fine. All right, this needs to stay down for just a few more minutes. I'm going to go ahead and bring this over. And that's going to go right there, but it's going to be a pocket, so I need to not have so much of that crypt cloth right there. Just need that to just kind of come under the edge a bit. I'm just going to glue around these three corners. Sides. Oh my goodness. Always. Why are words always so hard? It's not like I don't have words. I have an abundance of words. Just for some reason, I have trouble with them coming out correctly sometimes. Put a little extra on that side since it's going through the crypt cloth. All right, so next I want to get those foxgloves framed, and I want to go ahead and knock back some of the whiteness of this frame. I'm just gonna do that with a little bit of this antique linen. I feel like the vintage photo or anything else is going to be a little bit more than what I want to have on that page for the frame. But I think that that antique linen is going to be perfect. Yeah, look at that. Looks like it belongs, which is always a good thing. All right, and I know that I want to glue it only about halfway down on this side and maybe to about 4 o'clock on that side. So I'm going to put my thumb right there because I know I don't want to go past that. It's easier to figure a half on this side than it is to figure out 4 o'clock on that side. I'm having trouble telling if that's straight up and down. I think it is. If it's not, then it's not. All right. I'm just going to ink that real quick. Put a little extra glue on there because I know I'm going over the crypt cloth, and there's a lot of layers right there in addition to that. All right, now these two butterflies are the wrong color for me for now. And I am going to hit the edges of them with some of this purple whatever is on here. This is just my purple dauber, and it gets used for different purples. And I just had a thought. I was going to use my mild liner, and I was going to try to be very careful and not make my colors run, since this is inkjet and this is still a marker. It's archival, but that doesn't mean it's not going to make the colors run. But I saw this other purple in my little organizer over here, and I wonder if I could just kind of add a little bit of color to that without having to ink up anything and without making my colors run. Ooh, I think that worked really well. All right, so we're going to do that instead of doing the scary thing with the marker that might make my ink run. And I can't tell you what color that is. One is a bluish purple and the other is a pinkish reddish purple. But I can't tell you which inks those are. Alright, so I'm just going to get this butterfly glued on here. Go. And I didn't put glue on that tip because it's up and over the edge of the page. And the same with this one, I won't put glue on that part of the wing because it will be up and over the edge of the pocket there. That is pretty white, so I think I am going to hit that envelope just a little bit, wherever I can do it without destroying anything else around it. All right, so there's the inside cover. And let's see. Oh, and I'm also going to do this, but I'm not yet ready to do this. But I may do it before the next video. I'm going to take this ribbon and this rickrack and go around and cover the edges. And you will see that next time for the next video. But there's a little hint, a little sneak peek. Thank you so much for joining me today, and as always, be kind. Bye.